The Beatles drew from a wide variety of influences when making their music. While they borrowed from Elvis, Buddy Holly, and Chuck Berry, they had their ears open to many different genres. Don't forget that the four men grew up in an era when rock and roll didn't exist. Even country music made an impact on them, enough so that they released their share of songs they could pass for country. Here are 10 original Beatles songs that sound as much like Nashville as they do Liverpool. Number 1. I Don't Want to Spoil the Party, 1964.
I don't want to spoil the party, so I'll go.
Beatles for Sale was born out of near total exhaustion. In less than a year, the Beatles had been touring relentlessly, filming a feature movie, and feeding an unending cycle of radio and television appearances, all while riding the wave of global hysteria that never seemed to slow down. For the first time, fatigue and disillusionment began to seep into their music. I Don't Want to Spoil the Party is the clearest emotional snapshot of that moment. Written primarily by John Lennon, the song isn't about explosive heartbreak, it's about withdrawing with dignity. The narrator doesn't confront, accuse, or collapse in public. He simply leaves. That quiet resignation is deeply rooted in classic country tradition. Musically, the American influence is unmistakable. George Harrison's guitar work draws directly from Carl Perkins' rockabilly style, while the tight vocal harmonies echo the Everly Brothers. This isn't parody or coincidence, it's an honest embrace of country-rooted songwriting. When Rosanne Cash later recorded a successful country cover of the song, its credentials were permanently sealed. Even in the midst of Beatlemania, Lennon had written a song that spoke fluently in the language of country music. Number 2. I've Just Seen a Face, 1965.
I've just seen a face, I can't forget the time or place where we just met. She's just the girl for me.
I've Just Seen a Face often feels like a song in a hurry, and that urgency is exactly what gives it its charm. Written by Paul McCartney during the Help era, the track was originally conceived as a straightforward country and western tune before being sped up in the studio. By leaning heavily on acoustic guitars in a brisk tempo, the band pushed the song toward bluegrass territory, one of country music's most energetic offshoots. There's no elaborate production here, just momentum, melody, and emotional immediacy. The result feels far more Appalachian than Abbey Road. It's joyful, spontaneous, and rooted in folk tradition, which helps explain why the song resonated so strongly with American folk and country audiences. Number 3. Babies in Black, 1964.
Oh dear, what can I do? Baby's in black and I'm feeling.
Babies in Black shows how the Beatles could evoke country music without directly imitating it. Built around a three-quarter waltz rhythm, the song taps into a format long favored by country ballads and slow dances. Lyrically, it deals with grief and emotional distance, timeless themes in country songwriting. There's no melodrama, no elaborate metaphor, just quiet sorrow delivered with restraint. Sung by a traditional country vocalist with pedal steel in the background, the song would require almost no alteration. Its emotional core already belongs to the genre. Number 4. Act Naturally, 1965. This is the point in the list where the argument stops being theoretical, because Act Naturally isn't just country-influenced, it is country. Written by Johnny Russell and Vonnie Morrison, the song had already lived a full life in Nashville before the Beatles ever touched it. By the time it landed on Help, it was a proven country standard, built on self-deprecating humor, conversational phrasing, and the classic country trope of failure turned into charm. What makes the Beatles version remarkable is how little they interfere. Ringo Starr delivers the vocal with disarming understatement, never overselling the joke or leaning into parody. The band's arrangement remains faithful to the original structure and spirit, preserving its country shuffle and melodic simplicity. Rather than Beatlizing the song, they let it remain what it already was. That restraint, rare for a band at the peak of its cultural power, is precisely why the performance works. Act Naturally stands as proof that the Beatles didn't just admire country music, they understood when to step aside and let it speak for itself. Number 5. What Goes On, 1965.
What goes on in your heart? What goes on?
Often overlooked and sometimes dismissed as minor, What Goes On quietly represents one of the Beatles' earliest and most natural experiments with country rock, years before the genre would be named, defined, or commercialized. With Ringo Starr once again on lead vocals, the song adopts a relaxed shuffle rhythm and an unadorned emotional approach. There's no studio trickery, no lyrical cleverness, and no dramatic arc. The song states its case plainly, shrugs, and moves on. That emotional economy is pure country. In a genre built on direct communication, What Goes On feels refreshingly honest. It doesn't ask the listener to admire it, it asks them to recognize themselves in it. In resisting embellishment, the song aligns itself with country music's oldest values: clarity, humility, and truth. Number 6. Don't Pass Me By, 1968.
Don't pass me by, don't make me cry, don't make me blue.
When Ringo Starr finally earned his first solo songwriting credit with the Beatles, the result was exactly what longtime listeners might have expected: a song steeped in country tradition. Don't Pass Me By leans unapologetically into rural textures. The dancing fiddle line, the loping rhythm, and the conversational structure all point directly toward country music's heartland. Lyrically, it embraces everyday anxiety and devotion, albeit with Ringo's unmistakable oddball twist. Lines referencing car crashes and lost hair might sound strange on paper, but country music has always made room for life's awkward realities. In that sense, the song feels honest rather than eccentric. It's country storytelling viewed through Ringo's singular, slightly skewed lens. Number 7. Rocky Raccoon, 1968.
Rocky Raccoon checked into his room.
Rocky Raccoon unfolds like a frontier ballad passed down through generations, except this one comes with a crooked grin. Paul McCartney constructs a classic Western narrative, a love triangle, a violent showdown, and an ending tinged with irony. The story progresses linearly, verse by verse, just as traditional country and folk ballads have always done. While McCartney injects humor, most memorably with The Drunken Doctor, the song's bones are unmistakably rooted in country storytelling tradition. Beneath the whimsy lies a structure that could easily support a straight-faced, deadly serious rendition. It's parody on the surface. At its core, it's a genuine folk country tale. Number 8. Honey Pie, 1968.
Honey pie, you are making me crazy.
At first listen, Honey Pie seems to belong entirely to British music hall. But dig a little deeper, and its lineage stretches far beyond the UK. The song draws from early 20th century American popular music, a crossroads era when jazz, vaudeville, pop, and country still overlapped freely. Before genres hardened into categories, storytelling and character mattered more than sonic purity. Honey Pie carries that spirit. Its theatrical phrasing and nostalgic tone align it with the same tradition that fed early country standards, songs that valued narrative charm and personality above polish. In that sense, it sits comfortably within country's extended family tree. Number 9. For You Blue, 1970.
Because you're sweet and lovely, girl, it's true.
Written by George Harrison during the Beatles' final chapter, For You Blue feels like a deep exhale. The song is built on a simple blues framework, enriched by slide guitar in a loose, informal groove. Its porch jam atmosphere places it firmly within country blues, the soil from which modern country music originally grew. Harrison's vocal is relaxed and unforced, prioritizing feel over precision. There's no ambition here to impress, only a desire to connect. That understated warmth is exactly what gives the song its country credibility. Number 10. I'm a Loser, 1964.
I'm a loser, and I lost someone who's near to me.
I'm a Loser marks a quiet revolution in John Lennon's songwriting. For the first time, he drops bravado and admits vulnerability outright. Country music has always provided space for this kind of confession. Even without fiddles or steel guitar, the song's emotional core, regret, self-doubt, and wounded pride, is unmistakably country. The folk-leaning strum and plain-spoken lyric signal Lennon's growing interest in honesty over image. It's not country in sound, but country in spirit, proving the genre isn't just about instrumentation, it's about emotional truth. The Beatles never set out to make country records, but they understood something essential about the genre. Great country music isn't about sound alone, it's about honesty, storytelling, and restraint. These 10 songs show that even at the height of Beatlemania, the band never forgot the American roots that helped shape them. In doing so, they created music that could cross oceans, cultures, and genres, proving that the most enduring songs often come from simply telling the truth.